Welcome to Climbing Clouds. I wanted to do a reading for the season ahead, for this winter season, and just do a winter's blessing reading for you. I have here a new little member of my home. This is Snowman. He's a little bunny. He'll be making some appearances on the channel. Oh, here's Snowman. He's a snowshoe hare. He just came into our life as a gift this winter. And there's something very magical about bunnies. They're very dreamy. They're very connected with the moon and with Empress energy, actually. So it's funny because these are the cards that are coming up: the Moon and Empress coming out of Hermit, which, if you've been following the flower reads, it's a time for cleansing and for going inward. And I have here, this reading is really connected with it. The chrysanthemum came up this week. Let's get into a reading right now. I've got the Intuitive Night Goddess deck that I'm drawing from, as well as the Vintage Housewives and a traditional tarot, just a traditional. I'll put all of those, I'll list them in the description box. I'm sitting here now channeling for you and getting the cards going. So let's see what's coming up for the Creative Collective. I have here from the Intuitive Night Goddess, the Six of Cups is coming up. This is healing your past. It has to do also with connecting with soulmate energy. I have the Wayfarer coming through, which is kind of like the Wanderer or the Fool. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I have the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles. Both of these came up in the chrysanthemum reading. So you might want to watch that. Let's get into this. Why is the moon coming through? There's some kind of truth that you're connecting with that is illuminating something that maybe has been behind the scenes for a while. And it might be something that you're uncovering in your life that is guiding you. Why is this coming through? I've got here the Knight of Pentacles coming through. Somebody wanting to bring you a gift, to bring you some kind of stability. I have the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. That's very stable for any type of relationship. The Emperor is coming through to balance the Empress. So Emperor and Empress. I've got King of Wands and reversed Ten of Wands. So a replenished energy with the Lovers. This might be replenishing a lot of passion in your life. I have the Nine of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and Five of Pentacles reversed. So you're coming out of a time of scarcity, and you might have a lot of choices and new opportunities within your work. That's what that would stand for, and that's what I'm feeling, especially with the Empress and still cleansing through Hermit energy is coming through both directions in this reading. So let's see. I was going to hold him and see if Snowman would bring in some energy with this reading too. Okay. Okay. Here. All right. What do we need to know with this reading? He's a little camera shy. you might be going through a feeling of your own shyness and your connection with your dreams. So maybe some gifts are coming through for you that have not been really apparent to you before. Trying to get a better perspective here. I've got here the awakening. So yeah, you're awakening to a lot of gifts that you might have kept dormant for a long time. I drew this card more than once today, so this keeps coming through as a theme. And in exploring this theme, the awakening, when you're awakening in general, you might have a lot of body aches and unexplained feelings of illness that don't really go with being sick. You can have ringing in your ears, you can have headaches, you can have a feeling of dizziness, you can have a feeling of grogginess, just like if you're waking up in real life, you know, you're waking up from a deep sleep, and your senses are more attuned and they're becoming more attuned. There's something that you're walking away from that doesn't serve you emotionally, and this is part of your awakening. And then you're illuminating your creative gifts. So you might be illuminating this within your relationship as well as in your work. And the bunny snowman, he just tapped me on the foot. So you might be walking a different direction in what you do and how you build your work. This might have to do with, I was drawing on the chariot today too. Let's see what else is coming through. The monarch, all about change. That was coming through really heavily with the chrysanthemum reading. We have here the Queen of Cups with the Two of Wands. So becoming more heart-centered in your flow, becoming more aware of your emotional balance and your emotional intelligence. This is part of your awakening process. You're also getting a balance with your creative endeavors. So maybe you're making more time for what you're truly passionate about, whereas you might have put that on the back burner for a really long time. And that's part of your awakening too, is kind of like bringing yourself forward in a way that you haven't before. You're awakening to yourself in a way that you might have been sleeping on, like sleeping on part of your gifts, sleeping on things that are calling you and that you've been ignoring for a while. I have the Ace of Cups coming through again. That's been coming through a lot. This is balancing death reversed with Five of Cups. So a transformative time where a lot of disappointment had to be kind of processed, basically. The Ace of Cups is akin to star energy, and it is about filling up your own cups. So you might be connected with yourself in an emotional balancing way that you haven't been before. Like you're more cognizant of your emotional needs than maybe you've been in the past. This is also part of your awakening. You're connecting with, pay attention to your dreams. You're connecting with your ancestors through them. And you're connecting with other spiritual ties in your life, like maybe people from afar who don't live near you, or long lost relatives and friends will just come out of the woodwork. All of a sudden you're connecting in different ways with people. You're bringing different truths to light with this awakening. You have the Nymph of Swords. I'm going to draw from a different deck now. Yeah, this is Tower reversed. So this is what your big change, and kind of like on the other side of that, the Queen of Pentacles, tapping into your generosity, into your emotional balance. I do also keep drawing the Wheel of Fortune. So a big doorway coming into your life that has to do with all of that. And maybe you are stepping forward into your Wheel of Fortune in a more passionate way. So you might be on the verge of having some really great ideas that will bring you more of a flow in your life, more of an income flow. This is part of your healing and part of your awakening. It's also part of your justice. All right, so this is the scales of Libra coming through to bring you kind of like your just reward, your due process of fairness because of how you are in the world. If you're a generous person and you're giving of yourself, that's coming back to you, basically. All right, thank you for climbing clouds. Thank you for blessing my home with your energy. From my home to yours. I hope you have a wonderful season ahead.